welcome once again to Frackulous, a show so full of apps that we're risking turning into little talking apps ourselves, just bringing them to you. Nonsensical. There are a lot of apps out there that fall under the finding stuff category, and it'd be easy to tick point in there without thinking too much about it. But what if I told you this was a super app? Ha! Now you want to know more, right? How could you not? Particularly if I show you on the brand spanking new BlackBerry Torch. Point takes your location and finds stuff you need. Cinemas nearby, pizza shops on your route home, somewhere to buy buttons in N1. But what it does after that is what makes it super. Find a cinema near you, pick a film you want to see and a showtime, and it'll get added to your calendar. If there's a ticket by the film showtime, you can even buy a ticket on your phone. If not, the cinema phone number is provided. Restaurants nearby are found, and then you can reserve a table within the app. If you're searching for something from the main BlackBerry home screen, you can even choose to search through Point to make getting to what you're after quicker than ever. Best of all, it's a free app, and on the Torch it looks bloody lovely. I'm a sucker for any app that shows the local weather actually happening on the screen, but for those of you that aren't, you'll find this is actually an app that's more than that. This week's Celebrity App Doctor seeks to provide a helping hand to North London treasure Simon Pegg. He's bored. I'm sure he's bored. We're all bored waiting for Christmas. But luckily, there's an app to help him out. Sadly, Simon Pegg was unable to make it to the studio today as he was out saving the world with his dog, Minnie. But don't worry, Simon, because we have your back in the form of The Adventures of Simon Pegg. Simon, if you're unfamiliar with this app, it's a graphic novel featuring, well, you. Available for iPhone, iPads, iPod Touches and Android handsets, it features a square-jawed protagonist who's out to save the world. Looking at it on the iPad, it takes full advantage of the massive screen, with the panels appearing every time you tap the screen, rather than you having to navigate between them. There are character biographies for you to delve into, wallpapers you can add to your device, and an extract from Ne'er-Do-Well, the autobiography the app is based on. Costing £1.79 for both the iPhone and the iPad version, it's a very reasonable price when you compare it to the other comics and books in the iTunes store. Unfortunately, the Android version is experiencing a few hiccups at this point in time, so I can't tell you the price for that, but I'm sure it's sorted out at some point in the future, which, confusingly, is where you're watching this from. Got the jetpacks yet? This week's viewer question comes from an insomniac. Poor thing. Having tried everything from counting sheep to getting wasted, our insomniac wonders if there's an app that might help sleep come at a more reasonable hour, rather than an ungodly 4 AM. The answer to your problems can hopefully be found in Pazziz. This app is designed to be played whilst you're drifting off, providing you with a soundtrack and some words to concentrate on, rather than the voice in your head that insists on talking about deadlines and lists.
Now, having finished with the busy time of day, you're beginning to make the transition into easy sleeping.
You can adjust how long you want to listen for, and the app will change the words each time, so you don't get bored of hearing the same thing over and over again. There's the option to just have the relaxing music or the voice as well. You do have to leave the app running overnight, but luckily they've integrated an alarm, so you don't have to worry about missing your wake-up time. It does actually work the majority of the time, although I wouldn't class myself as a hardcore insomniac. The 59p version will do you for a test, although you won't have the option of setting how long you listen for or fading out the voice. After that, the full version is £2.99. But what price can you put on sleep and therefore sanity? This week's challenge was a challenge. Contrary to popular knowledge, neither myself nor Will could win Mastermind with our sports knowledge. In fact, we'd be lucky to win a section on the Wheel of Fortune, even if the only letter missing was K. But we didn't let that stop us. After a bit of research, we bring you sports apps.
Like Ashley Kerrickers, I don't know that much about cricket, but I luckily didn't register the Twitter username The Ashes, so I'm not currently being inundated with cricket-related tweets. But if I had, I'd definitely download the ECB Cricket app to get up to speed. You can see the latest scores at a glance or drill down into news, photos and video. Pick your team and it'll show you a custom view of the results and upcoming matches, and it even promises to keep you updated on the latest scores via the magic of push notifications. although for some reason this wouldn't work on my phone. Luckily for Ashley, there's still Twitter to keep you up to date.
I love a bit of football, all that kicking and the goals and the offside rule. I love that rule. All right, I know nothing, but I know some people that do, and when asked about their favourite sports app, Sky Sports came out top of the Premiership. The Premiership's a thing, right? Pick your favourite team and the home screen of the app will show you the next match, the latest results and the league position. On the BlackBerry version, future games get automatically added to your calendar and you can get push notifications sent to your phone of goals, although remember to turn these off if you've Sky Plussed it. Admittedly, it's not an app I'm likely to keep on my phone, but if I was a football fan, I'd be mad keen on it. Judging by the thousands of people that have watched our BlackBerry Torch preview, this is one phone that's got quite some anticipation building around it. You might have seen it in the week's previous app reviews, but what about the phone itself? Excellent or dreadful? Watch on. Hardware-wise, you're looking at both a QWERTY keyboard and a touchscreen. A better touchscreen than the Storm, thanks to the fact it's not clicky, but a slide-out QWERTY keyboard that is fiddlier than you'll find on a lot of BlackBerry handsets. The bigger excitement, though, is that it's the first handset to be released with BlackBerry 6, RIM's new operating system. It's noticeably slicker than previous versions. From the home screen, you can flick to the right to see your favourites, media, downloads, and frequently used apps. There's also a search function always available from the home screen. This not only searches your phone and the web, including emails and search history, but provides options for searching within certain apps, such as YouTube or the location app Point. Web browsing is the best it's ever been on a BlackBerry phone. Web pages are rendered pretty well. You'll want to use the pinch to zoom function though, as the screen itself isn't massive. According to BlackBerry, there's tabbed browsing, although the absence of any visible tabs makes me think they should have come up with a different name. Finally, BlackBerry 6 brings the social feed, which is an idea that's been touted by everyone from Samsung to Microsoft, and involves pulling in feeds from Facebook, Twitter and RSS and integrating them into one list. It's nice, but it's not revolutionary. The Torch is a good, solid phone, and the new OS means it should appeal to more than just your average serious businessman. It's also got enough bells and whistles to be more than just a BlackBerry Messenger machine for the kids. In fact, it could be just the phone you're looking for. Keep an eye out for the best apps to take advantage of it in the next few weeks. Another week has flown by, and we suspect the weeks leading to Christmas will only get faster. So hold on to your hats and join us next week for a little app-related light relief. Want more? Go to www.frackulous.com/follow for a glut of RSS-y, iTunes-y, podcasty, subscription-y options.